There was a time when everything felt possible. A young man named Robert sat alone in his small room, staring at a notebook filled with dreams. The pages were full: success goals, fitness plans, money targets, habits he wanted to build. Everything was written clearly. It looked perfect. From the outside, it looked like a plan for success. But inside, it was just ink on paper. Because nothing was happening. Every night, Robert made promises to himself. Tomorrow, I'll wake up early. Tomorrow, I'll start working seriously. Tomorrow, I'll change my life. But every morning, something strange happened. The alarm rang. He snoozed it. 5 minutes became 10. 10 minutes became an hour. And just like that, the day was gone. He would pick up his phone. Just 5 minutes, he told himself. But those 5 minutes turned into hours of scrolling. Social media, videos, random content. And before he knew it, the day was over again. At night, he felt guilty. Very guilty. He looked at his notebook again. The same dreams. The same goals. But now, they felt heavier. Like a burden. Why am I like this? He whispered to himself one night. I know what to do, then why don't I do it? That question started haunting him. Days passed. Weeks passed. Nothing changed. His life was stuck in a loop. Plan, delay, regret, repeat. One day, something different happened. Robert met an old friend. This friend used to be just like him. Lazy, distracted, always delaying things. But now he was different. Confident. Focused. Disciplined. Robert was shocked. How did you change so much? He asked. His friend smiled and said just one line. I stopped waiting for motivation. That sentence hit Robert hard. Because his entire life, he was waiting. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting to feel motivated. Waiting for the perfect moment. But that moment never came. That night, Robert couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about that one line. I stopped waiting for motivation. The next day, he decided to search for answers. That's when he came across a powerful idea. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. It changed everything. He realized something shocking. Motivation is like a mood. Some days you feel energetic. Some days you feel tired. Some days you feel inspired. Some days you don't. If your life depends on motivation, you will only work on good days. And success doesn't come from working sometimes. It comes from working consistently. That's when Robert understood his biggest mistake. He was trying to feel good first and act later. But successful people do the opposite. They act first and let feelings follow. For the first time, Robert saw the truth clearly. His biggest enemy wasn't the world. It wasn't luck. It wasn't resources. It wasn't other people. It was himself, his habits, his excuses, his comfort zone. Every time he chose comfort, he lost progress. Every time he delayed work, he delayed success. Every time he said tomorrow, he pushed his dreams further away. And the worst part? He knew it, but still didn't stop. That's when he realized something even deeper. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. Freedom from regret. Freedom from wasting time. Freedom to actually become the person you want to be. But understanding this truth was not enough. Because knowing and doing are two different things. The real question was, how do you actually become disciplined? Robert decided to test something. The next morning, when the alarm rang, he didn't feel like waking up. His body said, sleep more. His mind said, just today, start tomorrow. But this time, something was different. He remembered that line. Discipline means doing it even when you don't feel like it. So he did something simple. He got up. No motivation. No excitement. Just action. It felt uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. But for the first time, he did what he said he would do. That small action changed something inside him. Not his life instantly, but his identity slightly. Later that day, he completed one small task from his list. Just one. It didn't look like much, but to him, it was everything. Because for the first time in a long time, he trusted himself. That night, something felt different. No guilt, no regret, just a small sense of progress. And that feeling was addictive. The next day, it was harder. Much harder, because now his brain started resisting. Why are you doing this? Go back to comfort. Skip today. That's when Robert understood another truth. Your brain prefers comfort over growth. Growth is painful. Comfort is easy. And discipline is choosing pain today for a better tomorrow. He didn't win every day. Some days he failed. Some days he delayed again. Some days he went back to old habits. But something had changed. He didn't quit anymore. Earlier, one bad day would destroy everything. Now, one bad day was just one bad day. And slowly, very slowly, progress started happening. Not big changes, not dramatic success, but small improvements. Waking up a little earlier, working a little more, wasting a little less time. And those small changes started building a new life. Weeks passed, and one day, Robert looked at his old self, the one who waited, the one who delayed, the one who depended on motivation. And he smiled, because now he knew the truth. You don't need motivation to start. You need discipline to continue. But his journey was far from over, because now, the real challenge was about to begin. Temptations, distractions, old habits trying to come back. And this time, the battle would be harder. The next morning felt different. Not easier, just different. Robert woke up, but this time there was no excitement. No sudden burst of motivation. No dramatic feeling of change. Instead, there was resistance. A heavy voice inside his mind whispered, "Why are you doing this? Just sleep a little more. You can start tomorrow." And for a moment, he almost gave in. His hand moved toward the snooze button. But then he stopped. He remembered something important. If you listen to your mind every time, your life will never change. So instead of thinking, he acted. He got out of bed. No motivation, no energy, no inspiration, just action. That morning, he didn't feel proud. He didn't feel powerful. He just felt uncomfortable. And that's when he understood something crucial. Discipline doesn't feel good in the beginning. It feels hard. It feels boring. It feels uncomfortable. But comfort is what kept him stuck. Later that day, Robert sat down to work. He opened his notebook again. The same goals, the same plans. But this time, he didn't try to do everything. Instead, he picked just one task. A small one. Something he couldn't make excuses for. Just this one, he told himself. He worked on it for 20 minutes. No phone, no distractions, just focus. It felt strange, because his brain wasn't used to it. After 5 minutes, his mind started wandering. Check your phone. Take a break. This is boring. But he resisted. Again and again. Those 20 minutes felt longer than an hour. But when he finished, something changed. He felt a small sense of control, a small victory. And that's when he realized, discipline is built through small wins. Not big actions. Not perfect routines. Just small, consistent efforts. That day, he didn't become successful. He didn't transform completely. But he took one step forward. And that step mattered. The next day, he tried again. And again. And again. But not every day was a win. Some days, he failed. He woke up late. He wasted time. He delayed his work again. And those days hurt. A lot. Because now he knew better. Earlier, failure was normal. Now, failure felt like a setback. One evening, after a bad day, Robert sat quietly. Frustrated. Disappointed. Why can't I stay consistent, he asked himself. I start strong, and then I fall again. That's when he came across a powerful idea. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your systems. It changed everything. He realized his mistake. He was relying on motivation again, trying to push himself every day, fighting his own mind. But discipline is not about fighting. It's about building systems. So instead of forcing himself, he decided to make things easier. He made small changes. He kept his phone away from his bed. He prepared his work before sleeping. He fixed a simple morning routine. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated, but something powerful happened. The next morning, he woke up more easily, not because he felt motivated, but because it was easier to act. And that's when he learned, Environment shapes behavior. If distractions are near, you will get distracted. If comfort is easy, you will choose comfort. So instead of changing himself, he changed his surroundings. Days passed, and slowly, things started improving. He didn't feel like a different person yet, but his actions were changing. He started noticing something interesting. Earlier, he used to think, "I'll work when I feel motivated." Now he started thinking, "I'll work and motivation will come later." And surprisingly, it worked. Because action creates motivation, not the other way around. One day, while working, he realized something strange. He was focused, deeply focused. No distractions, no urge to check his phone, just pure concentration. It felt new, but also powerful. That moment made him realize, discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. At first, it's weak. You struggle, you fail, you feel tired. But with time, it becomes natural. But just when things started improving, something unexpected happened. Temptations came back, stronger than before. One evening, Robert picked up his phone. "Just for a minute," he said. But that 1 minute turned into 2 hours. When he looked at the time, he felt shocked, then guilty, then angry. "Why am I still like this?" he said. "I was doing so well." That night, he couldn't sleep. Old thoughts returned. Doubts returned. Maybe I can't change. Maybe this is who I am. Maybe discipline is not for me. But then, he remembered something important. Progress is not perfect. It is messy. He realized, one mistake doesn't destroy everything. Earlier, one bad day meant giving up. Now, one bad day meant learning. So the next morning, he started again. No guilt, no overthinking, just action. That was the difference. He was no longer trying to be perfect. He was trying to be consistent. And consistency changes everything. Weeks passed, and slowly, Arav started becoming someone new. Not because of motivation, not because of luck, but because of discipline. But deep inside, he knew something. The real test was still coming. Because building discipline is one thing, maintaining it is another. And soon, life was about to test him in ways he never expected. The distractions would grow stronger. The challenges would become harder. The excuses would become smarter. And this time, it wouldn't be easy. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, Robert's life was changing. Not in a dramatic, overnight way. There were no sudden miracles. No instant success. But something deeper was happening. He was becoming stronger. His mornings were more consistent. His work hours were increasing. His distractions were decreasing. For the first time in his life, he was moving forward. But just when everything seemed to be improving, life tested him hard. One morning, Robert woke up late. Very late. He looked at the clock and felt a sudden shock. His routine was broken. Just one day, he told himself, "It's okay." But that one day turned into 2, then 3. Slowly, the old habits started coming back. Scrolling, delaying, avoiding work. And before he realized it, he was slipping again. That scared him, because he had been here before. That same loop. Start, improve, fall, quit. He sat alone in his room that night, silent, frustrated. "Am I going back to the same life?" he whispered. For a moment, he felt like giving up. All this effort, and I'm still the same? But then something inside him spoke. Not loudly, but clearly. "You didn't come this far to go back." That sentence hit him deeply. He realized something powerful. Discipline is not about never falling. It's about getting back up every single time. That night, Robert made a decision. Not a big, emotional promise. Not a dramatic change. Just one simple thought. No matter what happens, I will not quit. The next morning, he didn't feel motivated. He didn't feel ready. But he got up anyway. That was the difference. Earlier, he needed motivation to start. Now, he needed commitment to continue. Days passed again. But this time, something was different. He didn't try to be perfect anymore. He didn't expect every day to go right. Instead, he focused on showing up. Some days were great. Some days were messy. But he kept going, and slowly, the chaos turned into consistency. One evening, Robert was sitting at his desk, working, focused, no distractions, no excuses, just pure effort. And suddenly, he realized something. This used to be hard, very hard, but now, it felt normal. That moment changed everything, because he understood. Discipline is not something you force forever. It becomes your identity. He was no longer fighting himself. He had become someone new, someone who wakes up and works, someone who doesn't wait for mood, someone who takes action no matter what. Weeks later, Arav opened his old notebook again. The same goals, the same dreams. But this time, he was closer to them. Not because he got lucky, not because life became easy, but because he changed. He flipped through the pages slowly. Every goal now felt possible. Success is not one big action. It is hundreds of small actions, repeated daily. Every early morning, every focused hour, every time he chose work over comfort. It all added up. And the most powerful part? He trusted himself. Earlier, he would make promises and break them. Now, when he said something, he did it. That confidence was priceless. Because in the end, discipline gives you control over your life. No more regrets. No more wasted days. Just progress. Slow but real. One day, Robert met the same friend again. The one who had changed earlier. This time, the friend smiled. "You look different," he said. Robert smiled back. "I am different," he replied. "Now I understand what you meant." His friend asked, "What changed?" Robert took a deep breath and said, "I stopped chasing motivation and started building discipline." There was silence for a moment. Then both of them smiled, because they knew that's the real secret. Not motivation, not shortcuts, just discipline. Before leaving, Robert said one last thing. The hardest part is not starting. The hardest part is continuing when it gets boring. And that's where discipline wins. That night, Robert sat in his room again. The same room, the same desk, but a completely different person. He looked outside the window, calm, peaceful, and for the first time, he felt in control, not of the world, but of himself. And that changed everything. Because in the end, you don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. So if you want to change your life, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small. Stay consistent. Build discipline. Because one day, your future self will thank you. Stop waiting for motivation, because discipline is what turns dreams into reality. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. And friends, do let me know in the comments what lesson you learned from this story.